Hi, 8th grade. Congrats on making it through topic 1. I'm excited to start with you topic 2. Today's lesson is combining like terms to solve equations. By the end of the lesson, I want you to be able to say, I can solve equations that have like terms on one side. Explore it. A superintendent orders the new laptop shown below for 2 schools in her district. She receives a bill for $7,500. Draw a representation to show the relationship between the number of laptops and the total cost. So you're looking at 2 things, the number of laptops and the total cost. So I want you to pause it and work on part A. Once you've finished part A, I want you to work on part B. Use the representation to write an equation that can be used to determine the cost of one laptop. So if I look here, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 laptops. So if I wanted to use a letter to represent the laptops, I could do L plus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 laptops, and I know it equals a total of $7,500. I can condense that. Instead of taking 10 L's, I'm going to multiply the L by 10. So 10L equals 7,500. Well, in order to solve, I want to get my L by itself. So I'm going to divide both sides by 10. L equals $750, which tells me that each laptop is $750. Why is it important to know that each laptop costs the same amount? Well, if they didn't cost the same amount, this equation would not have worked. Okay? So it's important to know each laptop costs the same amount because that is how you solve with an equation. Alright, on the next page, example number 1. Combine like terms to solve addition equations. Gianna has 36 yards of fabric to make sets of matching placements and napkins. How many matching sets can she make? So we see that the placement is 1 1/3 yard and the napkins are 1/6 yards. If we were to add those two together, we would know how much fabric she would need for one set. So that's what they did here. They said you're going to need 1 1/3 times X. X is the number of placemats she's going to make, plus 1/6 X, which is going to be the number of napkins she makes. In order to combine those, the only reason we can combine them is if they have like terms. Like terms are when they're the same variable. So in order to combine them, we made it, they skipped a few steps, so I'm going to show you the steps. So 1 1/3. First we get mad. So we are going to multiply and we are going to add. So 1 times 3 is 3, plus 1 is 4/3. But in order to combine like terms, we need to have, we're adding, so we need to have common denominators. Our denominator is 6, so we're going to multiply by 2. So that gives us our 8/6 right here. So we got 8/6x plus 1/6 x. Now they're both under 6, so we can combine them. 8/6 plus 1/6 is 9/6. So 9/6 x equals 36. Now, in order to get rid of the 9/6, because our whole point is just to get this x alone, in order to get rid of the 9/6, we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. Remember, the reciprocal or the multiplicative inverse is how we get them to cancel out. So 6/9, because the 6's will cancel and the 9's will cancel. Whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So you can put 36/1 and multiply straight across. So we have 6 times 36 equals 216, And 9 times 1 is 9. If we do 216 divided by 9, we do get 24. So Jana has enough fabric to make 24 matching sets of placemats and napkins. Try it. Selena spends $53.94 to buy a necklace and bracelet set for each of her friends. Each necklace cost $9.99 and each bracelet cost $7.99. How many necklace and bracelet sets S did Selena buy? So it's very important that you know that she is going to buy the same number of bracelets and necklaces because she's going to buy for her friends. And to make it fair, she's got to buy everyone the same amount. So that's why we're going to use S. So we have $9.99 and we have $7.99. And we know she has a total of $53.94. Now the first thing we need to check, are these like terms? S and S. They are the same variable, so yes they are, so we can combine them. It's addition, so we're doing $9.99 plus $7.99. So that will give us $17.98S. Now to get S by itself, because that's the whole point here, we're trying to solve for the variable. To get S by itself, we're going to do the inverse operation. Right now, multiplication is happening to S. So in order to get rid of it, we have to do the opposite, which is division. So we're going to divide both sides by 1798. Divide by 1798. And it will cancel out over here, and we're just left with S. So we got to divide 5394 by 1798. And we get S equals 3. So Selena buys necklace and bracelet sets for 3 friends. Suppose the equation is 999S plus 799S plus 4.6 equals 5394. Can you combine the S terms and the 4.6? Explain. No, they are not like terms. The 4.6 does not have the variable S attached to it, so it cannot be combined. Example 2. Celine bought a computer screen on sale for 35% off the original price. What was the price of the computer screen before the sale? Draw a bar diagram to represent the situation. So P is the price of the whole computer. She bought it for $130. So that means there was some extra that she didn't pay for because it was on sale. So that sale was 0.35p because 35, remember, percent. 35% just means 35 over 100, which is 0.35. So if we take the original price, P, minus the sale price, we should get 130. Remember, if there's no number in front of the P or the variable, it's a 1. They're both P's, so they can combine like terms. So we're going to do 1 minus 0.35. Remember to line up your decimal places. We are going to borrow again. We should get 0.65, and that's 0.65p. Now, in order to get the p alone, we have to do the inverse operation. The opposite of multiplication is division. That's why they did it there. And we got p is equal to 200. So the original cost of the computer screen before the sale was $200. Nat's grocery bill was $150, which included a 5% club discount. Discount, does that mean money was added or subtracted? Subtracted. What was Nat's bill before the discount? Write and solve the equation. So we can say B is bill, not to be confused with the person name, but what she had to pay, okay? B was the bill. I want to say the original bill before the discount. So she starts with B but we are subtracting 5%. Remember, 5% we are dividing by 100 equals 0.05. We don't know what that 5% was, but it was 5% of the bill. And we know she paid $150. So again, if there's no number in front, we put a 1. Line up our decimal places. And I know this is 0.95. Think about money. So 0.95b equals 150. The opposite of multiplication is division. So we are going to divide by 0.95. Whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. So those cancel out. And I do 150 divided by 0.95. That gives me 157.89. I only round to the hundredths because it is money. Okay, last example. Combine like terms with negative coefficients to solve equations. So we've got like terms here, y and y. Negative 3.5 minus 6.2y. Remember, we're going back 3.5 and back 6.2, so that's back a total of negative 9.7. Opposite of multiplication is dividing. So we're going to divide by negative 9.7 and y equals 9. All right, I want you to try A and B on your own. Press pause. Press play when you're ready to go over it. All right, combining like terms, solving for D. Both of those are like terms, but the problem is we don't have a common denominator. So between the two, I'm going to choose a common denominator of 20. So that means I got to multiply this by 5 and this by 5. This one by 4, by 4. So I get negative 5 over 20d minus 8 over 20d equals 39. Negative 5 minus 8 is negative 13 over 20d equals 39. In order to get rid of this fraction, I can either divide by a fraction, but remember keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip says I can keep the first fraction, change the division to multiplication, and flip the fraction. So that's what I'm going to do instead. Okay, whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So this is negative 20 over 13. These cross cancel. That's why that works. And we get D is equal to negative 60. Put 39 over 1 and do the old multiplication out. Last one, negative 9.76D minus negative 12.81D equals 8.54. Little light bulb should be going off in your head. Two negatives make a positive. So this is actually negative 9.76D plus 12.81D to equal 8.54. I need to combine these. Negative 9.76 plus 12.81. Can get out my calculator. Gives me 3.05D equals 8.54. Remember, this whole time we're trying to get D by itself. So we are going to divide by 3.05 on both sides. This cancels, and D is equal to, getting out my calculator again, D is equal to 2.8. Awesome. All right, 8th grade. Everybody say it with me now. I can solve equations that have like terms on one side. Enjoy your day.